Okay, so this is what we need to make sorbet. We need some fruit. It needs to be frozen, although you got to be able to chunk it up a little bit. You don't want it to have, be so solid that you can't put it into the food processor here. And then we need some condensed milk. You can use fat-free condensed milk. Basically, we want it for the sweetness. And we're going to use just probably 1 to 2 tablespoons of the condensed milk. So we'll start by putting in some of the frozen fruit. Here I have pineapple and mango into the food processor. And I'm probably not going to add it all at the same time. I'm going to hold off a little bit just so I can pulse this a bit and not have it tear up my food processor. So I'm going to put the top on. And as you can see there, it's starting to mix a bit. And I'll go ahead and add the rest here. The rest of that in. Sometimes you might want to pulse it a few times if it's really frozen, so it doesn't damage your food processor if it's trying to turn a heavy load. Now I'll take the top off, and as I run it, I will add a couple of tablespoons. 1, 2, and you can see that it starts to be creamy. I didn't add that much, and this will now start to get very kind of creamy, and it'll start to get a ball. It'll kind of roll around with it usually. Maybe if it's not very frozen, it may not get that ball, but it looks pretty nice and creamy there. Usually about 1 to 2 minutes, depending on your food processor, should do it. So now you can check to see how smooth it is. If you want it to be a little more chunky, you can add some fresh fruit. But I'm going to try a little bit of this. Ah, that's perfect. All right. So now all I will do is put it back into my container and put it back in the freezer for probably 2 to 3 hours to harden back up. Enjoy!